Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you and your families are well. Today, I decided to do a video on myself, basically talking about refocusing. And actually, that's one of the things that I'm doing. I'm working on myself, me, Kevin, working on myself, getting myself refocused, but how I'm going about doing it. Just a little bit background on me, something I've never talked about on here. I do have an MLM background, and people say, "What's MLM?" That's a multi-level marketing background. A lot of people frown upon that, but it's one of the highest paid industries, hands down. And once you find the right vehicle or whatever you looking to facilitate doing that or whatever it is that you're looking to do, you could definitely make a good sum of money, a good amount of money. And not all MLMs are bad, which is not the case. I'm not here to talk about MLMs, but again, I do have an MLM background. I'll say the last great MLM that I was a part of, a lot of people probably never heard about it before, was Organo Gold. And that's with Mr. Holton Bucks. And when I tell you, I learned a lot from Mr. Bucks and David Eminitier, Edwin Haynes, and the list goes on. But anyway, when it comes down to that, did I make a lot of money in Organo Gold? No. But what I learned from the teachings of Organo Gold from Mr. Bugs and everybody else was truly, truly priceless. And the number one thing about it was your mindset. The things that you focus on expand, which is the truth, good or bad. And just want to come on here. And again, I'm talking about myself, refocusing myself, because that's what I'm doing. Reading a couple of good books. I have a couple of books that I've picked up. And one of them is As A Man Thinketh by James Allen, which is a very good book. The Four Disciplines of Execution, Chris McKenzie. I think that's his last name, yeah. How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie. Very good book. And John Maxwell, 5 Levels of Leadership. Now, again, some people are like, oh, when do you have time to sit and read these books or read a book, period? The thing about it is you have to time manage yourself. The best time to pick up a book, as I found, at night. Now, you can cut off your TV, pick up the book, and just read a chapter or so, or maybe 2 chapters. Another thing that I'm doing is, again, I've gotten back into going over some of the older videos that when I was in Organo Gold, where I used to sit down and watch Mr. Holton Bugs. A lot of those videos are relevant to today, even today, right now, the time that we're in right now. A good amount of those videos are timeless. So to sit there and watch and then go to think about the things that you may be going through or the things that you may be doing that may not be right for what it is that you're trying to achieve. Again, priceless. Another person to watch, John C. Maxwell. Definitely another good person to watch. Now, there's a ton of people. You can go on YouTube and put in the search bar, whoever it is that you may be looking for. It could be John C. Maxwell, could be Holton Bugs, could be David Eminitier, could be Mr. Edwin Haynes, could be any of them. But again, that is truly up to you. But what I will say is mindset is truly everything. And if you don't have your mind right, nothing will go right. And that's a fact, whether it's in multi-level marketing, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's in your business, whether it's on your job, with your friends. It is all about mindset. And it first starts with you. You have to go into a mode where you are building yourself, hopefully for the better. All right. Because you have to look deeper into you, into what you're doing wrong, and even taking criticism from your friends and your family. They may have some credence to a lot of things that they're saying. Not everything they're saying is, as we say, off the rails just because they want to pick on you. It may not be that. There may be some credence to that. And again, Kevin is not perfect. And getting back into refocusing and doing what I need to do for myself, you know, I sit down and I have a lot of friends that I talk to. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm not going to say that everything that they have said to me that I liked. But, you know, it's for your better benefit. It's to help you to improve yourself. And I rather have friends that are not going to lie to me. I rather have people around me that are going to tell me the truth. The truth. Again, even if I myself don't want to hear it, and I have to get myself to the mindset of no, Kev, stop, listen to what they have to say, take it in, don't say nothing, and just take it in, and give it some thought. Meditate on that before you speak out. Because we, especially as guys, have a tendency to speak to for a rebuttal, but never to stop to listen. If you understand what I'm saying. So again, when it comes down to it, mindset is everything. And like I said, getting myself refocused is work. Anything that you do to benefit yourself in any type of way, it's gonna take some work because it's gonna work for you in a couple of ways. It's gonna work for you on your relationships, whether it be your marriage, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever you're dating, your kids, your parents, your friends, your job, the people that you deal with day to day, whomever it may be. But again, getting your mindset right and refocusing is the first step to basically going in that right direction. And again, these books that I have here, I'm not playing with them. All right? Excuse me. So, again, like I said, it's all about refocusing yourself and getting yourself right so that you can go and do better in life to help you elevate. Because every step that you take, there's going to be another pitfall, another hurdle, another whatever it is that's going to come in the front of you that you're going to have to deal with. Mentally, you're going to have to be ready for every level that you reach. And that's a fact. So again, I recommend, and these are only four of the books that I'm going to, just talk about right now. The four disciplines of execution, how to win friends and influence people, and As a Man Thinketh. And in a couple of months, let's say September, I'll come up with four more books and put those out there for whoever would like to, follow up with me, connect with me, or even start a book club. And I was thinking about doing that. If I can get a bunch of guys or some brothers, even some sisters that want to be in a book club where we actually take a book chapter by chapter and go over it and read it. So, I could be reached on here, I could be reached social media, I could be reached a multitude of different ways. So if you're, I don't know why I cut on my TV, but anyway, book must have hit the remote. I can be reached a multitude of different ways on that. But again, me working on myself is exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to start cutting my TV off at night at a certain time and get into my books, a chapter, or going on Google and taking in some, you know, some knowledge from some other people that have actually done some things that I want to do. You know, again, it's about your mindset, and what you focus on expands. So, my thing is, I'm going to be focusing more on the positivity, the growth, and just putting myself around the right people that are going in the direction that I want to go in life. And I'm not going to say that I'm cutting off friends and family, as Mr. Bugs used to say, or Mr. Bugs says, just giving people limited access to you. And again, it's not saying you're denying access, you're just limiting the access that they're getting to you so that you can focus on what you need to do for you to help better yourself. And a lot of people, well, oh, that's a bunch of bull. Whatever works for you is for you. What Kevin is doing for himself is what I'm doing for me, because I'm going to show you one thing and why I believe what I say to be true. I'm going to sit down here and show you this. Now, in 2022, Keller Williams, I was part of what they call the Bronze Circle. And that was a volume of 3 million plus. Don't know if you can see that. At this time, I was focused. I was into, self motivation. I was into the books. I was into everything I needed to be into to keep myself focused, steadfast, and laser focused on what I needed to do. And I got this. All right. So if I can get if I can get this award, and I got it in 22, I can do it again in 24. I can do it in 25. I can do it in 26. And at every year, I can hit a different amount. But the thing is, why didn't I do it this year? Per se, I still have time, but it was my mindset. I'm not going to say that because I'm an elected official that it took the time away for me to do it. I was an elected official in 22 and I did it. But see, a lot of people don't know, as an elected official for the Incorporated Village of Hempstead, number one, it is not a full-time job. It is a part-time job. You are a part-time official. But most people in the Incorporated Village of Hempstead do not know that. They think it's a full-time job and that you're getting paid a good amount of money. Being a Village of Hempstead trustee, you're only supposed to do 20 hours a week, and the max you make is about $30,000 a year. That is it. And again, me being a trustee for the Village of Hempstead isn't about the money. I love the Incorporated Village. This is where I'm from. Born and bred here. I love this village. I want nothing better for this village, but for it to be better than what it was from when I first became an elected official till when I exit the door, whenever the time that is. I just want to make it better, not for myself, but for the residents that live here and work here. That's the goal. It's not about money. It's not being a village trustee. It's definitely not about money. All right. You got to have a love for what you do. It's just like me being a volunteer fireman for the Incorporated Village of Hempstead, which again, there is no monetary amount really attached to that. You have to have a heart for what you do when it comes to being a volunteer fireman. When it comes to actually running into a burning building when people are running or trying to get out. So again, being a volunteer fireman, and again, I'm not here to talk about this, but being a volunteer fireman isn't about money. Me being elected official for the village of Hempstead, it's not about money. All right. And again, when I got this award, a lot of people think that, oh, you used your ways and your connections as a village trustee to get this. No, no, this came from hard work out there with what they say, sowing seeds and talking to people belly to belly, getting out there, connecting with people, networking events, you name it, I did it. Again, I was focused, laser focused on what I had to do. And again, in 2022, I hit the bronze circle for 3 million in sales. So now, if I can do that in 2022 and I was an elected official, there is no reason why I can't do it again. And I had to sit here and think for myself, you know, what am I doing wrong? Kevin needs to get refocused and laser focused in what he needs to do. And that'll keep me even more focused as elected official, as a fireman, as a dad. It'll keep me laser as a grandfather. It'll keep me laser focused on what I need to do, because my one thing I'm looking to do is to leave a legacy for my children and my grandchildren. All right. Now I'm gonna stand up. See that picture in the back of me? I want that to be, on one of their walls one day when I'm long gone, and they can tell the grandchildren, the great grandchildren, your grandfather was a Village of Hempstead trustee, and this is what he did. And I have a lot more certificates in my real estate office. Really, not too much here, but I'm just gonna have all of my citations, and like I got that picture with the everything in it, the from when we got elected. Had that put in a frame so that I probably get another one so that I can get it for both of my daughters. And my certificates and everything be split. I'm not preaching doom or gloom, saying I'm a die tomorrow. Not saying that. But anyway, I'm gonna have that set up to go to one of my daughters, whomever it may be. I don't know. Well, whatever, whenever that time comes, it comes. But anyway, back to what I was saying here. Again, mindset is truly everything. And again, if I can do this in 2022, imagine what I can do before the end of this year. Imagine what I could do in 25 if Kevin puts his mind to it, focuses, and gets it done. I could blow 3 million out the water. I'm going to blow 3 million out the water. And 25 is not going to be a bronze year. It'll probably be a silver or gold year, maybe even more. But I'm refocusing myself on things that I need to do. And a lot of people are like, well, how you going to do that and run for mayor? Very easy. All right. I'm actually building my real estate team, rebuilding my real estate team right now, getting refocused on that. I have I'm not going to say, how can you say, executive assistant, excuse me, that's in my office right now that is handling a good bulk of stuff for me. She's an intern, but she's my executive assistant, soon to be working for me. So, and her name is BB. The girl is a dynamo. She comes in there, she works, she puts her head down, she don't stop. And I feel bad because I tell her all the time, will you please stop, take a lunch, get some water, get something to eat, drink. The girl, she's young. She gets in there, she puts her bags and stuff down. We have a little powwow on what things that need to be done, and she gets it done every time. So I can't complain, but just like everybody's like, well, Dad, Kev, do you let her take a break? And I'm like, I ask, I'm like, listen, BB, stop, take a break. You do not have to work through. You can get something to eat and still take your time with that and come back to it. But the girl is a dynamo. She works. So anyway, thank you, BB. And thank you to United Way for bringing me, excuse me, the intern, my good friend Tim Rogers that works for United Way. Thanks, Tim. But anyway, again, back to this. Now, if I can hit 3 million in volume in 22, imagine what I can do before the end of this month going into 25. And again, I'm not playing. I know what I have to do. I know I have to get refocused. I know I'm going to be picking up these books and reading them more. I know I'm going to cut off my TV at a certain time and focus on other things that are as far as building myself and helping me to achieve the goals that I need to achieve, that I'm looking to achieve, or that I'm going to achieve. But sometimes you have to cut off the TV to focus on the necessary things that are going to get you to where you need to be. And again, just focusing on myself and what I need to do and how I'm going to go about that. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So again, it's all about what you focus on. Again, there's an old saying which holds true: what you focus on expands. So, again, I'm going to say, you know what? I said September, I might go until, let's say January. Not January, December, with these books. And get back into them. And take a book and a chapter every night until I'm done. And then go on with the next book. And again, just getting myself refocused on what I need to do so that I can be at the level that I'm looking to be at and to function at the level that I want to be at, which is, again, it is all about mindset. So again, if your mindset isn't right, nothing is going to work out for you, whether it be your business, your relationships of any kind. Nothing is going to work out if your mental, isn't right. If you're not focused, laser focused, steadfast on what you need to do for yourself, it is not going to happen, which is a fact. So with me saying this, I'm about to jump off of this. I've been on this for going on 25 minutes of your time. I thank you for watching Real Life with D.Boone. As I'm talking about, and I'll be talking about this some more in detail about how everything is working out for me, where I'm going. Even while I'm driving in my car, I'm gonna plug up my phone, and I'm gonna be listening to more things that are positive to keep refocusing my mind, rewiring my mind to where I need my thoughts to go. And a lot of people make, hey, you crazy. Get out of here with that. It's a fact, because if all I keep doing is watching Love and Hip Hop isn't going to pay me. It's not going to help to pay my bills. And, again, not knocking anybody on Love and Hip Hop or anything. All right. What you do is what you do. That's making you money. But I need to focus on what I need to focus on, which is myself, so that I can progress and get to the level where I need to be. So that means, and I'm not going to front. I was watching Love and Hip Hop the other night, but I'm not going to, like I said, I'm going to be cutting off that TV and focusing on some things that are actually going to take me to where it is that I want to go in life. So I will be on YouTube watching John Maxwell, of course, Mr. Holton Buggs, and a lot of other people that are actually going in the direction that I want to go in life. And again, I learned a lot from being in Organo Gold with Mr. Buggs, and his teachings are phenomenal. So that's why, again, I watched one of them last night, like I said, which actually deals with the times that we're in right now with mindset and getting yourself refocused. So, with that being said, I'm about to end this, and I'm gonna get into change my clothes and get into working out for a little while, and then after that, I'm going to get into one of these books. After I read the chapter, then I will get back on YouTube and be connecting with my mentor through the TV set, Mr. Holton Bucks. All right, so with that being said, you guys have a great evening. Know that there is nothing that you can't do once you focus and put your mind to it. And keep following me, because I'm going to stay on this topic for a while, and so that you can see my growth, what I'm doing, how I'm benefiting from these books, and how I take off of my business, because I'm not playing with this, not at all. So with that being said, you guys have a great night, and I will catch you later.